Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here this evening to do something a little bit different. And the previous show that I had, happened to, I was fortunate enough to meet a young man who is in the music business. And I listened to his song, and they are they speak so profound to the time that we are living in. And with that, I decided I wanted to just chat with him a little more outside of the normal show to hear what he had to say, what would have inspired him to do the song that he's doing. So I'm going to ask you guys to come in, be a part of the show tonight. Like, share, and subscribe to the movements. Oh, shoot. Let me grab something here. I got to set something up real quick. Good evening, guys. How you all doing? Hope all is well. So, anyways, let me introduce you to the man in the stand. And I'm going to actually play a song from him and let you meet him right about now. Good evening, Sir T.
Blessings to you, my brother.
Blessings.
It's my pleasure being on the show with you this evening, and I hope that this will be an inspiring moment for the audience too.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm hoping that too. But I just want to play a little bit of this song before I get any further with you. So give me a chance. Let me play the song. Let me go ahead with this playing of the song. My engineer is not here this evening. So Brandon is off this evening. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Okay, so I had to do some things because of the absence of my internet. Let me ask you this though. Ladies and gentlemen, we have in our midst Mr. Glenford Taylor, but affectionately called in the music business, Winchester T. Mr. Winchester T, how are you doing, sir?
Yeah, doing great, my brother. Doing great.
Blessings. I just want you to tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Winchester T? Where are you from?
Winchester T, I'm originally from St. James in Jamaica. I grew up in a district called Chatham in St. James.
Oh, yeah.
So music has always been a part of me from going to school. We were involved in youth choirs in the school. I've been singing with a band at age 14.
Wow.
It was a band called World Encounter in Montego Bay. So I started singing. I got involved with the JCDC competition to make a cultural development.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like parish festivals.
Okay. Well, how did that work out for you?
Well, I've gotten it. It was pretty good at that time. We got certificates and stuff from that. We move around the parish a couple of times where we in different competition because what they do is they go out in different districts, and then we have the final one in Montego Bay itself.
Oh, okay.
The winner then move to all the parishes get together in Kingston for final.
So how far did you get in that?
Well, I actually wasn't. I got eliminated in. I went as far as to the final in Montego Bay, And then, what had happened, I changed the song that I was doing throughout. And that kind of throw the judges off a little bit. So, which at the time they told me, oh, if you didn't change that song, man, you would have gone to the final,
Further.
But
So you went on to other things, but never give up the music.
never give up the music. And the beauty about it is that I am a person who writes. So I write poetry, I write songs. So, throughout the years, I continue writing songs, and there are things that will inspire me, things that I've seen, things that, touches me in a bit, and I'll just write. I'll just have something come up in my head and I start writing and it just flows.
So at what stage did you actually record your first song?
Well, I record my first song. I started recording this song "So All Alone" about 30 years ago.
Oh yeah.
And it ended up where the gentleman who was doing the recording for me, he went away, he went to New York, and because he's also an artist too, and producer, so so we didn't finish that. A couple of years after, I was in the Cayman Islands, and I kind of got some guys, we did it over, but it wasn't really upwards to perfection that I wanted it to be.
Right.
I have the opportunity just about the last 3 years ago to run into, I make associate with this gentleman who had been involved in music for years. I call Simeon Bobo Stewart. He was one of the founders and also major players in music with Sagittarius Band.
Oh, okay. Okay. I
Yeah,
remember Sagittarius Band.
he was a keyboard player in Sagittarius.
Okay.
So just by coincidence, was at a location and we were talking a bit and realized that he was involved in music. So as time goes, we become more, we talk a bit more. And I keep telling him, there are a couple of songs that I wanted to do. So after a while, he told me that he could get me into the studio with a couple of friends of his, and we just started doing that. So we started recording from there. That's literally over a year ago.
Yeah. So you insist on doing music. You never give up with.
I never give up.
Spite of all the obstacles, and you went on to different things. You do.
Yes.
Yes, and you just stick to it. So
yes,
now you get an opportunity to put something out there.
Put something out there, and I have the materials. So all I need was people to with the instruments and stuff, and to create that, because the harmony and everything has already been from I was writing. So
right.
I literally create an harmony, with it. So
I count 7 songs that you did, and I'm gonna name them. Get Ready, Senseless Killing, Foundation of Life, So All Alone, so something like solid as a rock, and Frustration, Lockdown,
and Lockdown. Yes.
Right. No, all these these songs that you wrote. You wrote all these songs, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So let me ask you this now. They were inspired by something that you've seen, something that happened around you. How do where your songs come from?
They through the course of my life, and there are things that I will see. There are things that you would like to change, but unable to change it by yourself. There are things that inspires me in different ways, and once something comes to me, I like to write. So I'll just start jotting down notes, and I just build from there.
All right. So the song that I played earlier, Get Ready. tell us a little bit about how you get to start writing, get ready. And
I'll
I,
get
and I want it real short because I want to ask you about all seven songs. So be prepared.
I'll get ready actually came up after I started the recording, started putting the other songs together. I started thinking, the world better get ready for Winchester T. Yeah, the world better get ready for Winchester T because I have something to offer.
Right, 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 right,
I have
right.
something to offer. I have good music to offer.
All right, and I believe that because I actually listened to all of them. I've been listening to them ever since Wednesday, and I listened a couple of times, and I listened to them today again. I was actually lying down earlier this evening with the earphone in my ears, just rocking to it in the bed. But let me ask you this: senseless killing. Senseless killing. It means a lot to me because this show is my platform is mainly about the crime situation in Jamaica, and the senseless killing is something that I is always on my mind. Is always on the show. Is what we talk about a lot. So senseless killing really touched me. Where did that come from? Is it coming from the same place that I'm thinking?
It is. You know, I would say it pains my heart every time when I think the continued onslaught of crime, the onslaught of senseless killing, as you would put it plainly, every day. And, I've been in a capacity where that affects me personally. I used to be in a field that I have to encounter stuff like that.
Right, right, right.
So in when I look back and see it's just continued, and more young people are getting involved in, you know, killing for hire, killing, you
Right,
know,
right, right.
and there's no remorse sometimes.
Right, right,
So
right. Go
my
hold on a second. I want to hear more about it, but I want to play a little bit of it as well. This is from the man they call Winchester T. Senseless killing. That speaks true to the time that we're living. So I'm going to run it for a few seconds. Just stop the senseless killing. We know what we fuss, we know what we fight. Just stop losing my best friend. There you have a little piece of senseless killing. So continue. You said that you've been in a capacity where as far as work where senseless killing been happening, you've been dealing with it firsthand. So it impact you. So that's where the inspiration came from for this song.
Yeah, because when you look back, it's like for over the years, even though I might not be in that capacity anymore, there are
Mhm.
people who filled my vacant field, and they're
Mhm.
still it's still going on, and it's like people are becoming more and more artless. You know,
Wow.
the spread, and this is not just subjected to where I'm from in Jamaica. It's
Hmm.
across the world. It's just happening.
Right, right, right.
Sometimes
Senseless
we
killing.
think that it's people are programmed. You know, the artlessness is just spreading out.
Yes. So true. So true.
So this is my way
Of
of
expressing yourself.
expressing. It,
Right,
it
right,
need
right,
to
right.
stop. It needs to stop. We had to do something. Something had to
About right.
about.
So I'm glad you're really contributing to it in that form where you would actually, voice it out and put it in a place where everybody could hear. And of course, guys, he is talking about Jamaica senseless killing.
Yes.
I know that for a fact. But there is another song and that I saw here that actually looking at. Foundation of Life. Foundation of Life. What that's about? All right, let me just play a little bit of Foundation of Life. Laying the foundation of life. Laying the foundation. Lay in the foundation. Yeah. So, what inspired you to write that one?
Okay. What inspired me to write? When I look at things sometimes and I see where we need to start to mentor the young people. You know, they're exposed to so much things that going on around them. Without us, you know, have good people around them to mentor them in the correct way.
Right.
You know, so that they can aspire and get involved in things that will benefit them, will benefit society. You know,
Yes.
it's not, you know, there's so many young people that when you talk to them sometimes, their aspirations, sometimes they're lost. They're not sure what direction that they want to go.
Right. So you're saying that in your song, you're saying that we need to lay
down a foundation for them.
For them. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Have you ever been lonely while you write the song So All Alone?
No.
I hope you don't feel bad by me asking you this question. But before you even answer that, I'm gonna play a little of it. Every day. So All Alone.
This is a song I told you I started recording about 30 years ago. And for right now, it is still relevant.
Right.
It is still relevant because, you know, you go like places like in Jamaica and it comes right back to the youth. You see so much people sometimes are there, boss, give me something now. Or, you know, the whole thing about some of them, they have no one around them. It's like they're just left by themselves as
right.
You know, they're just left by themselves. They're there by the will of environment, anything that can occur.
So you're thinking about the youth, because most times when people hear a song like So All Alone, they're thinking about themselves and their partner, such as, because that is more synonymous with a love song. But you're saying you're singing deeper than that.
Deeper than that, because like the song say, you know, every day I roll around the country. These are the things that you're seeing.
Right.
Youth are left by themselves, so all alone. You know, they're being used where it says, why must the oppressors in our town pressure the small man to the ground? You know, because a lot of time because of the situation that they are in, they get used.
Right.
You know, and in the capacity that I was, you know, a couple of years ago, I was able to see that. I was able to see that first, and you know,
right. But then you continue to say you're solid as a rock. Let me play that because I want to hear what would have inspired you to do the song Solid as a Rock. Solid as a rock.
Solid as a rock.
Solid as a rock. Solid as a rock.
Solid
What
as a rock.
inspired you to do
I, I,
solid as a rock?
I'll tell you this. In life, we encounter a lot of obstacles, a lot of envy, mistrust. You know, all these things occur in our life from time to time. This song, I actually was asleep, and it just started like, like you're dreaming. This thing keep coming into my head, solid as a rock, solid as a rock. I woke up, went back to sleep, it comes up again. So I got up, went downstairs, and I start writing.
Put the
Yeah, I just start writing, and I mean the whole thing. Once I start writing, it just keep coming together, coming together.
right.
I went to the studio 2 days after. I would just lick it.
Oh, wow. I have listened to interviews with some of these hardcore artists, and that's how most of their songs birth. And by you telling me song by song how you come about these songs, you remind me of those artists those big artists, because they are naturally artists. They always put their thoughts to paper, and then put it on plastic, as we would call it back in the days, and put some melody to it. It sounds real good. But then you have another one they call frustration. You get frustrated already. The more I hear about frustration, cause
Yeah,
let me play that first. Let me play that first. So after all that went on, you get frustrated.
Well, no, not personally me getting frustrated, but you look at what's happening in the nation. I think I wrote this song about 2004. Was within the same time when the Iraq war was going on.
Right.
And you've seen there were times when they were sent, youths were being deployed. Well, we can't call them youths. Military personnel were being deployed. The bodies coming back, and all.
That was a rough time for me too.
Yes, all of that was occurring. So the entire world was a lot of frustration were going on. I lost person, relatives within that war also. So talks about nuclear weapons, all of that was going on. People didn't know what was going to happen. People were buying up gas masks and all kind of stuff. So that was another way of me writing again.
Wow, putting it. But after everything happened, you frustrated and all that. You say you locked down. No, I'm gonna have to play a little of the lockdown, which is actually the final song and the EP, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So lockdown. Tell me a little bit about lockdown.
Well, lockdown has to do, within my period of law enforcement, I've seen a number of that. But personally, I've had a very close friend, a colleague, ex-colleague of mine who he migrated here to the US, and he happened to visit him, and he was telling me his experience sits behind the walls. So as a result of that, yeah, this song, I wrote the song. I wrote the
Right.
song, from his experiences that he relayed to me.
Right. 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 Okay.
So
Okay.
it's a little bit deep, but it's factual. It's never
Mm-hmm.
freedom is a good thing. It's never a good thing behind being incarcerated, you
Right.
know, stuff. And yep.
Good
So that
evening, Gene. Um, yes. Yes. We. I think you explained how you what inspired you to write all these songs. But there was any artist around your time that you would have seen and you said, "Well, that's the guy I want to follow.
Dennis
That's the
Brown.
guy I would like to." Eh?
Dennis Brown was the guy who I wanted to emulate. His vocals, his songs. Yes, you know, Barry
Steve
Salmon.
Brown.
Barry Salmon is another guy who, from the days of him being in Zappo, the band
Mhm.
and stuff, that I used to follow, ardently follow. You know,
Right. But I there are some other songs that I listen to that give me it sound more like I Nakamosi to me. I don't know if you have ever heard that.
I've heard that I've heard that reference drawn. Maybe it's our way trend of writing. Or
So
the
he
way
was never a part of your
no, he sort of come up a bit after,
Mhm.
um, and on my wavelength, but I've never really say follow his music much, But I've Dennis, yeah, and then the
Emmanuel
guys, yeah,
Brown. Yes.
yes, man, he was the guy that.
Right. Well, I must say though, I really thank you for your contribution. Because when I listen to the songs, I'm like, these are inspiring songs. These are the songs that I really would sit and chill on a Sunday evening like today and listen to. Because I personally believe that the music is a mission and the music have its effect. Especially in our culture where I honestly think that a lot of us are guided by the music. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
if we have good songs putting out there, inspiring songs that speak to the time, I think that can help to change our mind. And with that
Indeed.
being said, I want to thank you personally for putting out these quality songs out there, and I'm just hoping that it gets far.
I appreciate that. And before we go, I just want to say that.
We're not ready yet. We're not ready yet. Don't worry
Okay.
about it.
Yeah, I
Because
just.
I want to hear. I want to also hear how one could how we get your songs and
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna come out
yeah.
with.
I want to hear that. Yeah, and I want to hear from you before we get to that. Do you have like a management team that manages your songs, or a
Yeah,
promoting team?
I do have a team. It's not working the best way for me right now, unfortunately. But I started looking around right now to change the management because, to be frank with you, it's not really working for
Oh,
me
okay.
and in my interest right
Right,
now.
right, right,
You know,
right.
that's
So
unfortunate.
so so where if we want to obtain your songs, where's the best place or what
They are they're available on all platforms, digital
mm,
platforms. The YouTube, Amazon, iTunes. Um, they've been released since the 23rd of February. They,
okay, a few years before my birthday.
yeah, happy belated one.
Yeah,
But
thank you.
they are the songs. It's called Solid as a Rock. The EP has 7 songs as you just played.
Mhm.
It's presently available on all digital platforms worldwide.
Let me ask you this though. Have you done like a stage performance? Have you?
Well, I used to do a stage performance. I'm not really. That's one of the things with the management right now. We're a little bit at odds with, getting stuff for me to perform. Um, but I'm working on that. I'm available.
So you're available for that?
Yeah, I'm available for that.
Okay. So if persons would have listened to any of your interviews and want to reach you for that, um, how could you be reached?
I could reach at Winchester T official at gmail.com.
Okay, great.
So it's Winchester T official at gmail.com, or they could call at 954-534-0683.
So you think you have enough material to shell down a party?
I have stuff, man, because there's always like most artists does,
Right. Yeah, you do a little cover too, right?
you can do cover also.
Okay,
you
great,
know.
great,
So,
great.
but the good thing is that I do have these songs as original songs.
Right,
So,
original song. So most people though in the business, especially with your voice, probably would have done a few covers, and an EP probably to help to push the song. Because sometimes you have that one cover, that you might change it up a little bit. And why you never thought about that when you were doing that EP?
the thought came up, but with me, the material, I have a lot of materials over the years I've been writing. So
Right.
I wanted mostly to push. Those are everything's original.
Okay.
But I can do cover.
Right.
I can do cover songs, but
I'm gonna put you on the spot. What's your favorite cover?
recording cover songs was never really something that I really want to push for.
Right, but let me ask you this: what's your favorite cover song? If you're gonna like open a show or something like that before you push your original or somewhere in between, what would be? Because I want to hear what you. I'm not gonna ask you to sing it. I'm just gonna. I want to think about you. Try to process you singing. What's one of the cover that is your favorite that you would have done?
Okay, like a Dennis Brown.
Okay.
You make me build my hopes up high. Ooh, now, so we could be together by and by. Yeah, there are some songs that
Uh-huh.
I can do.
Okay.
Enjoy doing some of Bob's song too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Bob Marley?
Wow. My favorite Bob Marley. Wow.
I mean, everybody should have a favorite. But well, the truth is, like Bob Marley songs speak so deeply. Sometimes I have my favorite Bob Marley's too. That
Mhm.
I but my Bob Marley song is where I put it to life. To how I live.
Mhm.
One of my favorite is emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but
Not
ourselves
bad.
can free your
Yes.
mind.
There you go.
That little piece right there, um, it helped to boost me. It helped to free
Mhm.
me. I realized from that song that the bondage that most people in is where they place themselves mentally, so they can release themselves
Mhm.
mentally from their
Mentally.
bondage.
Yeah. And it
So
has to
it's where
start
you find us.
from there.
Yes, that's where it has to start
Yeah.
from.
Yeah.
Even me myself, taking on podcasting and interviews and doing all these things. It's not something that I always want. The truth is, I always want to be at the mic, but I never know how until I find this as an option. There's a story behind it. And I realized this is truly me. It was one of the hardest things though, because even though I don't mind being on the mic, I never liked to hear myself and I did not think I did not think I was good at it. I did not think I'm capable of doing it. So somebody would offer me a mic and I run. Somebody would ask me to say something at a wedding or a birthday. I left the damn thing. I'm not gonna stick around because they may ask me again. That's how much I was afraid. I was afraid of it, and I fight my fears by listening to some of the Bob Marley.
Mm.
Yeah, so that's how it works. So there we have it. The man called Winchester T. Winchester T, do you have anything that you want to close out with? Because we have already exceed our planned time. Do you want to close out with anything?
Yeah, well, I just want to say thanks to both you and the listening audience.
Yes.
Like I said, the songs, the EP right now is available. It's called Solid as a Rock. You just type in Solid as a Rock and Winchester T, and you'll see same photo behind you right now will pop up. Yeah, you'll see.
Let me ask you, man. That photo, I know why you tricked the crowd enough. When you took that photo?
Yeah, I did that photo about in January.
In January this year?
January this year we did. That.
All
Yeah.
right. All right, sir.
I think like the rocks and stuff, they did a little AI touch up and that changes the real formation of the rock. But it's actually rocks that were at the shoreline.
Okay, cool.
So the AI kind of changed up the little discoloration you see on it.
Okay, great. So, Sir Winchester T, thank you for stopping by and sharing your story with us. It has been a pleasure for the past 36 minutes we've been hanging out. Anytime you're ready, this platform is available for you to utilize. And plus, we have other things that we need to talk about too. So I'm pretty sure this is not your last appearance on this platform.
I really appreciate you having me.
All right, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right.
How many more works left to come in? It's work not finished yet. So just
you have more to come on, but you just need to get this going.
I tell you one thing.
Uh-huh.
God has blessed me that almost every day I write a song.
Wow. So you have a whole heap of material to push out.
Binders of songs to put
Ladies
together.
and gentlemen, Winchester T have a lot more than you just heard.
Yeah.
Blessings, my brother.